control what I do in my life. Get that in the f***ing little head of yours.
I know you're wondering whether we should blame the kids, the internet, social media, schools, or ourselves. Stay till the very end as I share the third takeaway, which in my mind as a conscious parenting coach is the most important one, parents. Number two, let's identify the red flags. Let's understand the red flags that our children are showing us all the time. They are sharing it. They are showing us the mirror. We as parents, educators are missing them. But as parents, we need to find that connection no matter what the situation is. And we can't go around finding that connection at 13, 14, 15 because that is a long time ago. Your child has already shut the door on you. Three most important takeaways from the most talked about show of 2025 on Netflix, The Adolescent. I know you're wondering whether we should blame the kids, the internet, social media, schools, or ourselves. Stay till the very end as I share the third takeaway, which in my mind as a conscious parenting coach is the most important one, parents. Number one, know your kids' idols. Know who they're following. What are their ideologies, especially when your child starts seeing autonomy of following people, the pre-teen phase, 10, 11, 12, when they're independently following people, know about their religious beliefs, know about their political beliefs, understand what are the hidden words, hidden emojis, hidden communities that exist, because we need to guide our kids about getting a more global and worldly and balanced perspective and not a very polarizing perspective. It's very important to understand the people who your children are following, how are they treating fellow humans. In our case, we spoke on our Instagram page about Andrew Tate and how the community and so many children are following him today. And he is a misogynist and he talks so much about it that today young boys are getting influenced about it. As parents, stakeholders, teachers, educators, we need to take control. We need to supervise so our children are safe and their values are not polarized and toxic. This is very important. Number two, let's identify the red flags. Let's understand the red flags that our children are showing us all the time. They are sharing it. They are showing us the mirror. We as parents, educators are missing them. We're missing them left, right, and center. We're making our boundaries very wishy-washy. Boundaries for children need to be firm. Okay, we've done a whole workshop on the adolescent brain, which I want you guys to see. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below for you guys to see, but I want you to know that when your child is navigating, going round and round on this merry-go-round, when your child is shutting everybody out, when he doesn't know how to navigate that emotion, he's stopped having connections with his friends, with his family. He prefers being locked up in the room and looking at a screen and cutting everybody out. Those are the red flags. When his sleep routine, his eating routine, everything is going out of the window, these are the red flags, and there are so many more. Your children are constantly telling you of this, and you've got to make note of them. And the third and the most important is connection and validation. Make eye contact, acknowledge your child, validate their feelings. That validation on how your child is feeling. Is he feeling sad if he couldn't make it? Is he feeling happy and ecstatic that he made it? Sometimes that eye contact is only telling you, I'm sorry I couldn't make it, but I'd love to know how I can make it to my goals. It is sometimes about lending a helping hand to your child. Sometimes it could just be a hug. Sometimes it could be just that simple eye contact. Sometimes it could be verbal, sometimes it could be non-verbal. But what is most important is connection, to understand what they're feeling. Connection to feel like they're feeling left out. Connection to feel like they're not feeling loved. Connection to feel like they're not being shown interest in by the opposite gender, which makes it so difficult for them at this age. Connection to not being able to fit into a mold that their class friends, their peers have defined for them. Sometimes that fitting into that peer group is like gaining confidence. They're feeling not very confident in their bodies, and we understand this at 30s and 40s, but at 15 is very, very hard. All of that connection and validation, that's all that Jamie really wanted. He just wanted some validation from his father that he's not a loser, and that would have gone such a long way. But as parents, we need to find that connection no matter what the situation is. And we can't go around finding that connection at 13, 14, 15 because that is a long time ago. Your child has already shut the door on you, and you're not going to be able to find that connection. It's not going to be a connection that you're going to find without tears. Connection starts in the womb. The connection starts the day you know that that seed is sown and that child is going to be born, and that child is yours to nurture. Parents, do not think you're going to be able to start building this connection at 10, 11, 12. It is going to be late. It's going to be hard. It's going to be brutal. There is not going to be a day that you're not going to cry if you're starting too late, but you've got to start, because we need to save our kids. We need to put our arms around our children to secure them and let them know, no matter what, this boundary wall is not going to be invaded. You are safe here, you're secure here, you are loved here. This is what the adolescent brain really, really wants. I would love to know old people that your children are following who you're scared of. I'd love to know your takeaways from the show. And of course, most importantly, how are you building that connection with your children every single day?
Parenting tips, celebrity interviews, recipes, conversations with experts, DIYs, and lots more. Subscribe to Kids Talk Press.